What's up guys, Alvaro here, welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. On this channel we talk about the markets and we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update, so I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from a technical standpoint as well 4 stocks that tomorrow are going to be on the very top of my personal watch list. So without further ado, let's get started. And what did I say in yesterday's video, guys? Yes, I did. I called out a green day in today's trading session, and we are having a phenomenal green day all across the board. So as of now, and when we still have 15 more minutes in today's trading session, we find the Russell 2000 up 3.45%. Very good, Russell 2000. I mean, amazing. Nasdaq up 1.87%. S&P 500 up 1.69%. And the Dow Jones, the good old Dow Jones Industrial Average, is up 1.71%. What a day in today's trading session. And this was a broad rally, guys. Take a look at the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500. All of them are trading as of now in positive territory, and the sector that is leading the way is industrials, followed by financials. An unbelievable green day today. Yesterday we were extremely, but I mean extremely oversold, and the markets were due for a relief rally. And now the $1 million question is today a bull trap? Are the markets going to fall once again in tomorrow's trading session? So let's evaluate some technical information. First of all, the RSI, the Relative Strength Index of the S&P 500, as of now is at 49 points. Very, but very healthy. So that implies that this index is neither overbought nor oversold. Another technical detail, guys, the 180 SMA on the 4 hours. So yesterday, at the lowest point of yesterday's trading session, the bulls managed to find support at a key spot, the 180 SMA on the 4 hour chart, and then this index bounced back up. And take a look at this, guys. This is something that really caught my eye today while I was, thinking about what could potentially happen in regard to the S&P 500. So from February 16th to March, this was March 4th, we had a 5% correction in the S&P 500, right? Exactly, a 5.20% correction. Then from May 7th to May 12th, we also had an almost 5% correction. We had a tiny correction of 4.27%. And on this occasion, guys, from all-time high down to yesterday's trading sessions low, we had a 3.74% tiny correction. So it looks like, guys, the S&P is refusing to go lower than 5%. And why? Well, because we have a huge liquidity out there. We have had so much money printing, and the truth of the matter, guys, is that there is a lot of money out there ready to buy the dip. So I don't see the S&P 500 going, any lower than 5%. I don't see it happening. And if I zoom in here on the 4 hour, I think, and this is my personal opinion, guys, that as long as the bulls remain trading above 4,300, we can pretty much rule out a bull trap in today's trading session, and we still have 6 more minutes today during the regular trading session. And as of now, this index is trading at 4,331 points. So I don't think this was a bull trap, and tomorrow we might see some sort of soft pullback in tomorrow's trading session, in which case the most important area of lower support that I am going to be looking at is going to be 43.15. 43.15 acted as a lower support for the S&P 500 back on July 6th, and it also acted as a resistance for this index back on July 1st. And if that area of lower support happens to be broken to the downside, then I am going to be looking at 4300, obviously, a previous area of support and resistance for the S&P 500. So I could be mistaken. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, even though here and there, I am very accurate with the stuff that I say here on the channel. But I don't think that this was a bull trap. And if tomorrow this index keeps on pulling up, which could actually happen because the RSI of the S&P is at 50 points, then watch out for 4360, 4355 as a possible area of overhead resistance for the bulls in the S&P 500. We are talking about, when we say 4357, 4355, we are talking about a former all-time high and also about a former area of resistance in which the bulls of this index failed on 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. But the S&P 500 looks very well. It looks way healthier than a few days ago, and I think that the bulls are simply, guys, recocking the gun, and we are going to see a new all-time high sooner rather than later, in my opinion. And mind you, I could be mistaken, and if I am mistaken, you guys can hold me accountable for that. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the Nasdaq 100, which is also having a very solid day. I think that the Nasdaq actually cut today a 4 or 5 day losing streak. And first of all, the RSI, guys, at 52 points, very healthy. So the Nasdaq 100 is no longer overbought. And remember, guys, that we saw this index trading with the RSI above 70 points for a matter of weeks. This index was extremely, but I mean extremely overextended. So we saw a nice pullback in the case of the NDX. And now let me zoom in here on the 4 hour. And if tomorrow we happen to see some sort of pullback in the Nasdaq 100, the most important area of lower support that I am going to be looking at is going to be 14,600 points, which is a previous area of support that already acted as such for the Nasdaq 100 back on July 8th. And we are talking also about a former area of resistance in which the bulls of this index failed on 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. And obviously we are also talking about a former all-time high in the case of the Nasdaq 100. And from a resistance standpoint, guys, I am going to be looking at pretty much 14,900 points, which is an area of resistance in which the bulls of the Nasdaq 100 failed on July 15th, and they also failed on July 7th. And obviously we are also talking about a former area or a former all-time high in the case of the Nasdaq 100. But as of now, we are once again trading above the moving averages. The RSI looks way healthier than a week ago, and it looks like, guys, the bulls simply took a well-deserved rest in order to recock the gun and keep on going higher in the case of the Nasdaq 100. And now let's go ahead, guys, and take a look quickly to the Russell 2000 and take a look at what happened today. And if you guys remember, in yesterday's video, I said that the fact that the bulls couldn't hold the lower support of 2,160 points was a very negative sign. However, guys, let me zoom in here on the 4 hour. Take a look at this reversal candle. Beautiful. The Russell 2000 ended up going up today 3%, and this index closed today's trading session at 2,194 points. A very good day for the Russell. And as I just said, the fact that the bulls were able to take on 2,160 points is extremely positive, because we are talking, guys, when we say 2,160 points, we are talking about a former area of lower support that already acted as such for the Russell on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before. And it is also a former area of resistance that already acted as such for this index back in January. But on top of that, that area of lower support coincides with the lower line of this horizontal channel in which the Russell has been trading seen since February. So a very solid day for the Russell 2000, and tomorrow the most important task for the bulls of this index is going to be paying a visit to the 180 SMA on the 4-hour at around 2,255 points. And mind you, maybe we could see in tomorrow's trading session, or maybe on Thursday, a death cross unfolding over here. We could potentially see the 50 SMA crossing below the 180 SMA, which is going to be obviously bearish. But let's see how everything unfolds for the Russell 2000, and let's hope for this index to keep on pulling up and pay a visit to that 180 SMA on the 4-hour. And speaking about the Russell 2000, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at AMC Entertainment, which also had a very solid day in today's trading session. Wow, AMC went up today 24%. My goodness, God almighty. As we say here in North Carolina, guys, I mean, when I started to record this video, AMC was up something like 15%. So this stock went on an absolute tear into the closing. But yeah, take a look, guys. An unbelievable day for AMC Entertainment. This is very, but very positive. So the RSI as of now is at 65 points. So let me zoom in here on the 4-hour. And if you guys remember, in yesterday's video, I said that the most important task for the bulls of AMC in today's trading session was paying a visit to $46. So we were close, because AMC closed today's trading session at $43.09. So tomorrow, the most important homework for the bulls of AMC is going to be taking on $45, $50, or $46. And if that level of resistance happens to be taken on, then the next task, is going to be keep on pulling up and maybe test the $52. $52 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for AMC on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions before. So we have a former area of lower support that was broken to the downside, and that now is going to act as a new resistance on the way of AMC to the upside. So AMC is looking very, but very well, and we can actually make the case that we saw some sort of spike, guys, when it comes to the volume of AMC in today's trading session. So let's see how everything plays out tomorrow for AMC. So watch out for the stock of this company bursting above $46 per share and potentially pulling up and paying a visit to $52 per share, which is going to be the next important area of resistance for the bulls of AMC Entertainment. And now let's go ahead and take a look at good old Churchill Capital, ticker symbol CCIV. The stock of this special purpose acquisition company went up today 9.37%, and it closed today's trading session at $24.24. And I think, guys, that we got good news in regard to CCIV. So let me see over here on the live news tab, and yeah, so on July 22nd, there is going to be a vote to decide upon the merger between Churchill Capital and Lucid Motors. So that's the reason why the stock of this SPAC went up today almost 10%. And mind you, guys, when it comes to Lucid Motors, I am a bit skeptical, because so far Lucid Motors, or so far the only thing that this company has done is lip service, guys. That's it. So I really need to see Lucid Motors effectively starting to manufacture electric vehicles, because one thing is saying that a company is going to manufacture electric vehicles, all right? However, effectively being able to make electric vehicles is a whole different story, guys. So I am still a bit skeptical when it comes to Lucid Motors. I wish them well, but I need to see this company making vehicles, guys. So far, only lip service, but I don't want to invest at a long term on Lucid Motors. I just want to take a quick trade with the stock of this special purpose acquisition company. So mind you, guys, we could call out over here on the 4-hour a death cross, because the 50 SMA is about to cross below the 180 SMA, so that is going to be very negative for the stock of this company. And take a look at how the 180 SMA acted as a resistance in today's trading session. So tomorrow, pay close attention over here, guys. We have a former area of resistance at $24.10 or $24, which is an area in which the bulls of CCIV already failed on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions in recent days. So I'm thinking, guys, that what once acted as an important area of resistance should act as a new level of support if visited in tomorrow's trading session. So if tomorrow CCIV, or if I happen to notice that CCIV finds a good support slightly above $24, and if the stock of this special purpose acquisition company starts to close hourly slightly above $24, that is going to be a green light for me in order to pick up 100 or 150 shares of this special purpose acquisition company in order to take a quick trade up to the next important area of resistance for social capital at around $27. $27, and let me zoom out over here, guys. So take a look at how $27 has already acted as a resistance for CCIV on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions before, but we are also talking about a former area of lower support that already acted as such for social capital back on February 25th, and it also did it back on February 3rd. So if I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, let's say that I purchase shares of CCIV at around $24.30, and if I am able to ride those shares up to $27, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 10%. So watch out tomorrow for CCIB finding a good support slightly above $24 and then making a push higher to $27. And now let's go ahead and take a look at good old GameStop. I hadn't gone over GameStop in quite a while, guys, and GameStop had as well a very solid day today, up 10.20% and closing today's trading session at $191.18. And you guys know that I own 20 shares of GameStop. So I have an average cost of $202.85, and as of now, I have an unrealized loss of $246. So I have gone through some pain over here, guys. But since I do believe that GameStop is going to the moon, no, I'm kidding, guys. I don't believe that GameStop is actually going to the moon. I am just kidding. This is a serious YouTube channel. But I have been back holding 20 shares of GameStop, guys. It is what it is, right? However, I think that momentum is coming back to GameStop, and take a look at how we can see some sort of a tiny uptrend in the most recent days in the case of GameStop. So we can see on the 4-hour, the RSI at 63 points. We all know that GameStop is a stock that gives a fuck about the relative strength index. So I'm thinking, guys, and this is my plan when it comes to the shares that I just showed you, to the position that I just showed you, that tomorrow, watch out for GameStop and watch out for the bulls of GameStop, because GameStop is right below a critical, what I mean a critical area of former support and resistance at $200. So take a look, guys, at how the bulls of GameStop have already failed at $200 as an area of resistance on 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but we are also talking about a former area of lower support that already acted as such for GameStop on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before. So this is going to be a critical area from a technical standpoint for the bulls of GameStop. So, and since we already know that when the stock of this company trades on good volume and momentum, anything can happen, watch out for GameStop bursting above $200, as I just said, on good volume and momentum, because if this stock can take on $200, the gap up to the next important area of resistance at around $227 could be easily, but I mean easily filled in the case of GME. $228 is a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of GameStop already failed on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before. So I am going to wait until GameStop bursts above $200, and I am going to ride my shares up to $228, in which case I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 12%, sorry. So watch out for GameStop, guys. We have a critical area of resistance coming up for the bulls, and if that area of resistance happens to be taken on, I think that we are very but very likely to see the $227 in the case of GME. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the last stock of this video, Plug Power. So what happened with good old Plug Power in today's trading session? So Plug went up today 3.31%, and it closed today's trading session at $26.86. And take a look, guys, at how I am spotting death crosses, left and right. I gotta admit it, guys. So here we have a clear death cross that unfolded a few days ago on the 4-hour. We can clearly see the 50 SMA crossing below the 180 SMA, and this death cross, we can make the case that affected Plug Power for a few days, but now we are seeing some sort of reversal over here, right? So if tomorrow, guys, I happen to see Plug Power paying a visit to an important area of lower support for this stock at $24, I am going to be very but very tempted in order to pick up some shares of Plug. So $24 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for Plug back on July 19th, yesterday, and it also acted as a lower support for Plug back on April 21st. If I happen to see Plug Power, as I just said, paying a visit to $24 and finding a good support over there, I am going to pick up some shares, and in that case, my price target is going to be the next important area of resistance for Plug at around $30.40 or $31. Which is a previous area of lower support that coincides with the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. So $30.50, let's say, already acted as a lower support for Plug back on March 30th, and it also did it back on March 25th, and it also did it as well back on January 4th. So if I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 20%. So watch out for Plug Power tomorrow, guys, paying a visit to $24, finding a good support over there, and then bouncing back up. And for the bulls of Plug out there, and this stock has a lot of bulls, obviously, guys, the stock of this company is trading as of now 64% of its highs. So this is an unbelievable long-term discount. And yes, I am going to definitely be a buyer of Plug Power at $24. And in fact, guys, I am really, really sorry that I missed Plug Power yesterday in yesterday's trading session at $24, but if tomorrow we happen to see that price action once again, I am not going to miss Plug at $24. And with Plug Power, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember and keep in mind, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram as well, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis in both languages, in English and Spanish, but most importantly, here and there, when the volatility of the markets lets me do it, I am making call outs through our Instagram stories about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that information, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market, and And remember that this is the bilingual stock market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes. Peace out.